get in, we're going to jump down to the ground and start pulling trash.
You're not.
Good evening, everybody. A little late today. Sorry.
Or so we've been told.
Hello?
Damn, I need a beer. I will be right back. Gotta grab a beer. All right.
Do we, yeah, never mind. Dinner. There's 38 of us here.
Is somebody in a rush?
Yep.
We do have someone that has a plane to catch.
Who's that? You know what? Screw the bowl. Yeah, buddy. Got that Gorilla Glue, baby. Cheers. Happy Friday to everybody.
I don't know how much more trash you want pulled.
Man. Sorry about that. Ooh.
South, are those roamers an issue or not?
I usually pull them just to be safe. Back when I was allowed to pull.
Yeah, I mean, we can grab them if you know it'll be an issue.
It's all grey.
Alright, let me write outside.
So how you doing this evening, viewer? If you want to chat, all you got to do is hit that follow.
Okay. You can get buffs out. Oh wait, you're on. You guys are on timers, right?
3.5 minutes.
Alright, Brills is out.
Does anyone not have genius for this fight? I'm pretty sure I got everyone, right? I'm going to do a quick overview because a lot of you are in, or some of you are in new locations, and that's due to a lot of people coming back, and a lot of, well, and a couple of Gorg's boxes not being in. See them. West has the aura call out. So all three have to be grouped. Everyone has to be grouped at their sides. West, you're gonna have to move when the aura is called out. You have to stay together for splash for DT. Middle also has an aura. When it calls out rear, you're gonna run through the boss. I'm assuming Reese will be there to call it. So yeah, if it calls for a rear, you need to run through the boss and stack on the tank. Anything else, just stack on the rear and move when the aura goes out. South, we're the only ones that don't have to move, and no one there has to worry about anything because, well, Thousand and Fredulor are the only new people down there, I think. Keep attacking the boss. Make sure they stay balanced within 2%. Don't break messes.
When we engage, we'll see if we're actually balanced. If so, we'll go into short burns, and then we'll save our big burns for the last 30%.
We seem to be missing still a lot of buffs. I don't know what people's timers are at.
We're still on timer, so it'll be probably 50 seconds.
Oh, sorry for you're on West. Oh, that's right.
What y'all know about that gorilla glue? That gorilla glue hybrid. Damn, tastes good.
We should have buffed up at this point. We've had timer off for a bit.
Get TVs out. Yes.
getting out to your bosses, west, south, and middle. Make sure you're checking with your groups to make sure you're all in the same camp. I think west looks to be ready. Was south.
Yeah, I think south is okay.
I'm assuming middle's ready, so just stand there. We should be good to go then, right? Let's get started.
Alright. You ready to say begin? 3, 2, 1, begin.
Please watch your balance.
Sir, some of us can't help our balance.
Don't they have a self-balancing power chair by now?
You can
I mean, I
take
just
it down. Take it down to the tire shop, get it balanced.
Wow.
South's a little behind.
Yeah, because ads haven't spawned yet.
They're catching up.
Flash.
Let's do short burns. Middle's getting ahead.
Like combo. I'll stop.
It's fine, just make sure you're not more than 2% ahead.
He's gonna hell beat out of him.
Always a beater.
Also down in player. Third box.
Does it need a splash right now or no?
Haven't seen it, so I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Missed the trigger. It does now. It needs a splash now.
I got it. So far, so good. My triggers are working fine.
Our campfire's a little out of position.
Coming. Splash out.
Flash.
This hill makes it hard.
Who's pushing the fuck out of this thing? Can you stop?
Splash coming.
That was a huge push all of a sudden.
That one was me because I was trying to move it away from the red. But I don't know why we're pushing up so much this time when we haven't in the past.
Splash.
Yep, coming in.
West is ahead. North is HP lost right now. I mean south. West is 3% ahead now. Please stop.
HP lock stop.
It is not, or I'm still getting HP lock messages.
Splash.
West is 4% ahead. We're almost wiping.
Middle stop.
All right, we have gotten the HP lock off and we've caught up.
Splash.
Coming in.
Splash.
Middle through. Middle one through. Alright, middle DPS, you guys are being retarded. Just lost 2 mid. That's 3. Oh.
Splash.
Coming in.
West is behind now. South, slow down a little.
Divine on Tabitha.
Splash.
Coming in.
Is that Hawk Charlie is?
Slowing down ain't exactly easy for a necro, man. Shit.
Splash.
Coming in.
Middle has to be on tank.
I'll splash when we stop.
Be on the tank.
Coming in. Calling Juliana.
If you don't drag her, she's just gonna die again. Splash.
West is getting slightly ahead again.
Middle, if you're dead, just take the banner back in. We're literally right under it. Stand on a Zuni at middle.
30 seconds, perhaps. Okay.
Stand on a Zuni. Stand on a Zuni.
Splash. Splash.
That directional call out of Zuni seems to be going off right after we have to do that thing.
Really need the splash.
I got it.
Maybe just hold it still right
Come
here.
on, guys.
Grab it on Gorg.
Hold it together.
I think we crept up a bit as Zuni. I think we were like where I'm standing.
Splash.
It's alright, we just move up and stand right here, it's fine.
Juliana, did you get the res?
You res her in the aura, you can't do that. It kills them again.
Okay, I'm resing her right at my feet. Take
Flash.
it right away.
Flash.
Flash coming.
You also can't be released because the zone time will fuck you on the Rs as well.
Yeah, at West you never release.
Practice
Tosh
down.
is dead.
Middle on Zuni. Middle on a Zuni. Move through. 5 seconds to do it. Let's get it.
Slash.
Okay, we're good.
Flash.
Stand on a Zuni. Stand on a Zuni. You can't be way in the back. You need to be on top of him. Then next to Aura Zuni. Yeah, it's a good time to move it actually.
Splash.
Coming in.
It's just, yeah, it's doing an Aura and then directional right afterwards.
Splash.
Stand on a Zuni. Middle is standing on a Zuni.
Okay, hold it together. Hold it together.
All right, let's 3 hour. Please keep them balanced within 2% still.
Splash.
Coming in.
I guess the Zuni maybe just try and run back and forth between the crab corpses. Stand on a Zuni. The middle needs to stand on a Zuni.
Watch your left.
Come on, baby.
Reposition her now.
Splash.
Coming in.
West, you're getting a little ahead.
Out of balance, guys.
Watch those auras. You have to stand with that.
Flash.
Coming in.
Stand on a Zuni again. Man, we're getting fucked by this directional.
Middle has a lot dead from what I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
Need to be careful on DPS. We need to get it stable. Splash.
Coming in.
Careful, Zuni. You're gonna probably have to run it the other direction next time.
West and south just need to be careful. Middle's got a lot dead, and they're the behind one, so just chill.
Stand on a Zuni. We're standing on a Zuni, Relic, and all them. It's a perfect spot.
Flash.
Flash coming in.
Come on, guys.
I mean, Sorrow could probably go over there, couldn't he?
We should be fine.
We're fine.
Like, is he-
Three auras.
Splash.
You can go ahead and kill them.
Don't worry about cures. Gift running. Kill the boss.
Opposite side of a Zuni.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
And all three cures south died real early.
Can we never do this fight again?
Rex. And then you died. Bards died to ass. Holy shit.
The death loop was kind of hilarious.
I don't know, I quite like that fight, it's exciting.
It just makes you pay attention. Like, there's a lot of work going on at some of the other camps, and then Frank's got a lot of work going down at South, the Enchanters.
I actually do kind of like that fight as well.
You can't just coast through it. You have to be paying attention the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting kind of used to that fight. I'm getting in the hang of it now. My auto triggers working.
Make sure you click your keys. I want everybody that has 22 out of 21 to be clicking. Make sure we have that ready for the next DZ we're going to pull. Should be your priority right now over other silly things you might be doing. If you haven't missed any raids, you need to have that achievement. If you don't, check your bags for keys and click them until you do. I need autos to count all the achievements to see where we're at.
Volunteering yourself, Seeger?
No, I'm going to do it.
And that lamp should unlock the last drink of your special spell.
What?
Seeger doesn't believe in progression. It won't unlock his.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Never mind, Seeger. Forget what I said.
Wait, do you need? Because if you did, you didn't do
Who, me? Oh, 6 out of 6 on that.
So your advantage.
No.
Yeah, then.
No, he didn't do Dissident. He did Daiko.
Yeah, Distant. So Distant, when I bought it, started at 4. So it started at 3.
Reddy had Prague done then.
Yeah, because when I bought it, mine was at like 1 and worked its way up.
Oh, can somebody go up the northeast path and hit those corpses up there?
Yeah, I'm resident now.
There's people.
I'm pretty sure, like, you'll get whatever rank you're entitled to whenever you buy the spell. And then the lamps will allow you to upgrade it once you've already owned the spell.
Make sure you guys have clicked your progression thing.
Oh, here, Brad, you can start this groups. Or if you want to wait until.
Yeah, but there's no reason to do that until you see who we can actually bring in to the flagging.
This seems I'm one off from being flagged.
You can't really be one off.
Yeah, you can. If you missed one raid, you're one off. I'm one off as well.
I'm 20 of 21.
Yeah, it's 20, because he would be at 22. Like, we're at 22.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, and Smokey did miss a raid, so that makes sense.
Once we pull the DZ, that'll tell us.
We're literally counting you guys clicking them, so we know who's flagged. So again, if you haven't clicked them, please click them so that we know.
But if we beat a T3 event, right, there should be back flags, no?
Right, we'll get back flags the next tier. Yeah, we expect to have a lot of people at either 18 or 20. Which is not the end of the world. We still have, I think, what was our count? We're at 40 that we've seen so far, which means 48 in raid. So we'd be looking at dropping like 6 boxes probably.
That would be, so that one there would be Dan wins one of them, and
Gorgasm will have to roll against himself to see which bid line wins.
I think it's actually a 3-way tie, but that's fine.
Is it?
Nope.
Oh, even if you won the roll for one, then I'd be second place.
yeah, like you can't roll twice, even though you can bid twice, right?
But yes, it is a 3-way tie.
Couldn't he though?
No, because he has to spend 10 points to win one, then he's 10 less. And he won't win the second one.
I feel we should make them still roll off to see who wins the first one.
Or it does.
God, what's up with this guild's rolls? Like,
I feel Gore could do worse than that.
I mean, I've never rolled more than 2 digits on a weapon.
Never rolled under 900.
I was correct.
We know where's the call harvest all his luck from.
things from Gore's brain matter.
This next raid should be in the fire area if you have your lamp.
Oh, is it an Alshay?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I didn't hit yes. Don't close it easy, I won't.
You're so fat.
True.
Once
Down here anymore?
probably is. We haven't moved it to Alishai.
Somebody move the banner a little bit.
Once you get to Alishai, you're going to go west of the palace to Vermilion, Refuge, and Symmetry.
Who's zoning in?
You said Palace of Embers, right?
Yeah, that's what it said. I'm assuming that's where we go.
Back to Frank, or what's going on?
Yeah, I looted it.
So we're officially past Finny now, right? 100%. Like no Finny guild can pull this DZ yet. I don't think.
Resolute can't pull it.
I don't think they've.
Yeah, they could pull it now. They finished the other night, but they don't have enough flags to actually do it.
They couldn't pull it because you have to do 4 cycles. There's not been enough time for them to do 4 cycles in tier 2.
Yeah, they don't have enough flags to actually be done.
Right, so they could not pull it.
Yeah, I think they're at the end of their 2nd cycle in tier 2. And we're obviously into our 4th.
I'm missing everybody. Oh, there it is. Okay. Like, gosh, you'd think I'd be able to see everybody.
Fucking master looters and call.
Let's land badly.
Absorbing all of our plat.
It says to be using abilities in this fight that cure disease. So, like specifically, like clerics, the spells we normally have to unmem have all of those memmed. The ones that do like passive curing.
I mean, the important thing is if disease mana drain gets on us, we need either 2 paladin splashes or a twin cast splash. Because it's like 120 counter, so I don't think you're just gonna, like cure it randomly.
That's 120.
Yeah, I think that's right.
If it's 120 disease, then 1 twin cast splash will do it from my paladin.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. Which every splash should be twin casted. So.
Right, it says never use AE damage on this fight of any kind. I'm assuming whatever strat we use, we are going to have to be mezzing and kiting mobs. So don't be AEing, because if you hit any of those mobs, it's going to wipe us.
So yeah, we're gonna have a list of mobs that have to be mezzed, a list of mobs that have to be kited, and I'm assuming we're just gonna kite both phoenixes, right? Because we don't care about the 50 or 145 mil damage, right?
Yeah, I think that's the plan for the first attempt. We just kite and mez everything and DPS the boss when the rune is up and DPS off when the rune is active. Except I think dots are fine, so you can just dot all the time.
Okay.
What is it? The first rank of Repercussion does 300k. What is that after spell shielding? Like 265?
No, like 200.
How much is spell shielding? Oh, 35%. Okay, yes, that's actually. So I guess if you never kill those armor adds with that Repercussion, it would never ramp up to the next rank. So I could see in theory just burning through that actually, because you'd only hit with 200 each time. You can still do that. Relic, I'm assuming, wouldn't survive, but like most of us would. Yeah, that Relic's
the old
200.
DZ, so we can double check the flagging situation.
Well, I mean, we are badass.
I mean, who was it that just Frank? Can you kick that DZ?
I already did. Okay. This is just what?
I've been watching this YouTube video of an ex-convict, and he was talking about how he was robbing jewelry stores as a criminal before he got caught. And he was talking about how he used to throw parties where he would have like 8-foot lines of coke he would be snorting. And I was thinking, that sounds like people I know.
That guy has a really entertaining channel.
People, Brad, and Meatcastle.
Right. So what's funny is he stole 18 million worth of jewelry, and like he actually broke down what he spent all the money he stole on, and literally like $4 million was spent on parties, just parties he threw. Like that's.
Who's this guy?
I believe it.
Larry.
Holy shit.
You're welcome, sir.
He's now an ex-convict who doesn't commit crimes, so he probably isn't that cool anymore.
Zuni should be flagged.
Throw a banner down? No.
Looks like we're going to be shy a few.
Yeah.
Right, we are in.
We're going to end up being sitting about 6.
Yeah, so I count 14 not flagged.
So that's literally 48. So we'll have. I don't think we'll even have to sit any real people. It'll just be boxes. But yeah.
A lot of the boxes are
flagged.
I think they have to sit real people in. Evil would be one we could sit since he's got to leave in a half hour. See how many. Almost all the people unflagged are humans. That's unfortunate for them.
Well, the idea is if we can get through gates one time, we'll flag like an extra, literally like 4 or 5 people just from killing it, since we have a bunch of people that are 20 and 21. By doing that, we're good to go for the rest of Tier 3 going forward.
Oh, don't run around in here, guys. The boss is active. Stay at the zone in. For those who are flagged. Okay, so Brad can sit. Alright, Brad, Evil.
Okay, why is it when I take the banner I end up back in the guild hall?
Because you're not flagged.
Not flagged and not enough piggy slots yet. So by the way, anyone that's sitting, like I understand some of you just have to log off, but if you're sitting and you don't have to log off right away, hang out, because if we beat it, there's going to be back flags that we can give. And if it drops 9 of them, like the previous raid did, like all those people that are like at 20 of 21, we can flag a lot of you. So
It'll catch you up.
disappear.
And if
we
you
don't have to deal with this in the future.
and you'll get currency after zoning in, hopefully. Up to our limit of people who get currency.
We have roamers coming into us.
It's like a problem for you guys that are in the DZ.
I stopped just short.
I mean, they're amiable if you killed a bunch of stuff in other zones.
You guys drop a banner in there?
Banners up inside the DC.
We're 29 in the DZ.
So since we're on the 5-minute timer now, we're just gonna start pulling a little trash in. Dakal, how much do you think? Like, how far do we have to go?
I'd get all the guys on any of these paths around the castle just because they're probably roamers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. There's a lot of roamers in here. And we're gonna be kiting as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just let the kiter. Well, yeah, let the kiters know to probably not kite south.
We probably want to. I'd pull that guy in the far west from us just so they have the whole west area open if they decide to go up there.
Yeah.
Are these fire giants monks?
They sure are beaters, I'll tell you that.
Fire giant put Doom of the 14 fists on me and murdered me.
Oh, we
They're
got it coming.
beaters.
Can we get a mark on this flag then?
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no, it's blocking my marking keys.
Yeah, my mark didn't work.
There's a few like that. It's rare. I've seen it before. Gosh, I think people look at the comments just saying it. People, I mean, some of you volunteer, but the people that we're going to sit are going to be Brap, Bobes, Relic, Evil, Assy, 1000, and Trimacler. Remember, you all will get DKP. The ones of you that are able to, if you're really close to getting 21, I would stick around because we'll have, hopefully, if we beat this, back flags for you. If not, thanks for coming out. We'll raid again on Sunday. We'll be off Saturday. Just tomorrow. You may not kill it. Who fucking knows? All these fights have been terrible. Beat.
The expansion's already beat, Seeger. We just got to finish it up. That's it.
Here to that.
That Slack Golem sucked.
I like that they brought trash back, though. Don't you guys enjoy that part of it?
I would like it if it was like one continuous zone.
Yeah, this is kind of like the worst of both worlds. You get trash player, but it's still single-use DZs.
And they have DSs.
Do you think if we just DA trained across the zone, all the mobs would lag out and reset and not stay on us?
It definitely would be cool if it was a zone like, some of the old castles where, you killed the mob and then we could be clearing to the next mob while we were doing loot.
We can still do that if we were a little bit.
We'll be able to do that on the new server next month.
No, we won't. Oh my god. Are you serious?
You just die from being bad?
No.
The Slag Golem aggroed him, I think. But he's unaggro now and reset.
We know if Azuni's actually coming back?
Yeah, he just got in the raid. I'm down.
No, just offline.
It looks like the boss leash is about where I am, Frank. So that's good.
That's not gonna be a problem because I'm not gonna pull anywhere near that.
I keep trying to mark this slag golem and it's not working.
Yeah, it's blocked.
I think it works on those.
Have you guys tried the like?
I tried to bell it and it doesn't work either.
Prox tried Old Sys, which is the one that fucking works.
Oh, it's Rolling Coal. He must be from around here.
Did that respawn on the west?
No, they're just a few roamers. They've been roaming up and down and around there.
That's the only pyre golem left.
Yeah, and we have that one fire giant in the south, and I think we're good. Just at the south end of the castle. Apparently pathing in here is really bad, so you can probably kite really easily. I want to pull this giant by the castle.
Did one of these trash have a pet or something? Reese is dead.
That's what I get for trying to save Frank.
You didn't even save me either. I died.
I know, and then immediately after you died, I died.
I died, you died?
It's an unfortunate reference.
Imagine how I would have done with like a nasty soul disease.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm assuming you were just playing it upstairs and stayed there the entire time.
Pretty sure I dies downstairs at this point, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Sure.
the holy basement.
Wait. I Die, was that a name of a character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a cleric name.
You were in the guild with him, man.
His name was I Die, You Die. He was about,
Do you remember Myria?
he was about 85 years old.
I remember Myria. I don't remember I Die.
Myria was like his niece, and she was like 60.
Oh God.
Oh.
Splash.
That's good. We need to get that disease cured, probably.
I don't have mana.
Just splashed.
Use that shield.
Alright.
I know it's a long cooldown, but our group Purify Soul takes it off.
So, Gwen, you're gonna have to make sure you twin cast before every splash.
Yeah. But how often does that thing happen? Do we know?
No.
Okay.
So it's cast by the ads that are measurable, so if we're not breaking mez, hopefully not too often.
So often.
So often.
I don't know that we can
Did you
splash
see-
that.
yeah.
We may
Our
be
first fight
out.
was great.
Oh man, these guys are hilarious. I swear.
Wait, is Combo in the raid?
He is.
Oh, okay. Then we're gonna have a lot of mass breaks.
How is he gonna break Nez if he's dead?
Oh
There's a
shit!
plan.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
We just won't heal him. Shh, don't heal him. Let him just fall over.
Okay, so we're gonna have a list. So alongside the kiting and the mezzing, there's also going to be a mobs that have to be root pushback. So Moth, I don't know how intensive this fight's gonna be. Like if Moth and Az can manage to review. Enchanters, you know, your root, Vine Lash. We have no
Druids can do that.
Okay. The name of the thing that needs to be knocked back rooted?
Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be any root any armors that are snare rootable.
Alright, so the animated armor looking graphic needs to be knocked back rooted if you see one running around.
So the fire giant lords need to be charmed. We don't know if they die, and we don't know how fast they respawn. So if they don't die, like kill themselves on the boss, and they respawn more than 3 times, you're gonna have to find out if they're messable or something, right? So enchanters, just figure that out.
I'm gonna have to go AFK for an hour.
We have do we want to have 2 different kiters or 2 different phoenixes, or just 1?
Start with 2, and if it doesn't seem like we need 2, we can cut down to 1.
So Zuni and Braun, you'll be on kite duty. So the 2 mobs being kited, one is called a wildfire phoenix, and one is called a wind phoenix. And you just can't be near the raiders.
What's the mez target?
Everything else. Jopals, Methods, Triloon, Dervishes. The first line is called necro.
Oh, off the top, okay. So the method looking shit and the dervishes and the plane of water looking thing.
The methods, the ones that do the nasty mana drain / endurance drain.
Alright, so getting those mez is probably top priority, then charms. Probably having the shaman and druids. In addition to healing, kind of focusing on the snare root.
Do we know how many of these spawn at a time?
No idea.
Because as soon as our extended target fills up, it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yep. I guarantee if we pass this, though, Dangsor will make sure he posts it on the forums so the Finny people are jealous.
I'm fairly certain that the reason they're saying it's a burn fight is because we don't want to get overwhelmed by ads.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna, for the first attempt, we're gonna try to stop for the rune, right?
I think we can burn through it. Once we read about how it works, I think we can burn through it.
Okay. So we're just...
The base damage is 200, unless we have the rune, like that AE that he does when he pops the rune, it will kill armors that are nearby. So if that happens, the next rune will do more damage, probably more than we can survive. So we just can't have the armors near the boss when we pop the rune.
Okay, so the armors have to be... Okay, so then the armors have to be rooted over 100 yards away, or 100, whatever distance. 200?
Or the second rune will do significantly more damage. It'll do base... Well, the next rune will be 337, and then if you kill another armor, 379, and then another 427.
We can at least...
So, we've never done this before? This is going to be interesting.
We don't... I think the runes are time-based, but we're not sure.
So, Zakal, where do you want to tank this mob? Do you want to tank them just on the door, or what?
Pretty much, we might have to move him because we don't know whether the slag golem goes to where the person was or if they can kite it away. So we might just have to like move it between two spots.
So
Yeah, spawns.
where I am is 210 away from where he is currently.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Think we're gonna wipe on this shit?
Meaning that where I am is going to be 200 away from like pretty much anywhere on the wall we put him. If I guess we want to put a campfire right here. Cyan,
He is just to kite the armors.
I definitely think
they're
it's gonna be a
snareable.
bloody wipe on the first one.
right, but I mean, so the thing about them being snareable is, do we want to have a third kiter? Because like it's gonna be kind of awkward for an SK to kite 2 snareable mobs and 1 unsnareable if the phoenixes aren't snareable.
Probably easier to just not snare any of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, they could just not snare and kite because I don't think they cast any spells or anything.
What's ground control?
You got TV, please. It's TV time.
Thank you, Sam. I moved back for TVs. Alright, so I'll share the Geno trigger in a second. Make sure everyone gets shrunk. There's going to be really 2 mechanics that we haven't talked about. One is going to be a rune that he places on him. When we blow up the rune to AoE the raid, as long as one of those terrible, rootable golems or armors is not within that AoE range, the rune AoE won't ramp up. So it'll just be 200. It'll be 300k before mitigation to everybody. He has a wild ramp. The wild ramp is apparently spread amongst everyone that is within melee range. So we want including pets. So we want a lot of people in melee to reduce the damage that any one person has to take. Since we'll all be stacked, the shaman splashes will be doing tons of work. First and only other mechanic, other than the ads, is a slag golem is going to spawn and it's going to emote for somebody. What we have to find out is if it's going to explode on where they are at the time of emote, or if it's something we can run away and kite. That's the unknown for us.
Yeah, the first person called out, we're going to call you out and you're going to try to kite it, and we'll find out what happens pretty quickly. We might quickly audible for a run after that. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like the fight we just did. We're not sure if the aura is going to be placed on the ground somewhere or if it's going to follow the person.
If the aura is on where the person was at the time of emote, like the previous fight, then the whole raid is going to have to move. We're just going to have to move every time an AoE goes out. Alright?
Are we going to kite the 360k AE the boss does? Like, joust, I mean.
If we're straight burning, I don't think we joust anything, right?
Okay. There is a warning emote for that, so we're just going to need to have splashes ready to go as soon as it goes out.
Yeah, if the glyph
If you have a
sprays
low
out,
health
it'll be
pool, you probably have to.
That'll be like 230,000. So you have to look at your health and decide. Probably need continuous like heals rolling on the whole. If we're going to do some sort of mongoloid burn, we probably need continuous, heals going out. Like raid heals and shit.
CRs and stuff.
Yeah. We don't really know how viable that what we'll call the dang sword strategy is until we see it.
Combo has faith in the burn strap.
Alright, that's the Geno trigger. Dangles is being boxed, I think, so it's 2 pairs, unless anybody has
Dangles is sitting in the freaking guild hall, that's pretty.
Okay, so the 2 beast lords will go alphabetical.
what is this trigger for? Do I need this on boxes?
No. Okay. The only thing on there that you would be interested for on boxes is the faded blood going on you, but like, that's
One person who gets it?
No, it's an AoE. So like the chances of just one of your boxes getting it and not Prax and not like anyone else.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a slag golem targeting someone?
Oh, yes. I'll fix that one.
Chanters, if once we figure out where this boss is, if we can find a wall about 100 units away, we gotta. And if we can get the Mez boss pushed as well, not a bad idea.
I'd say we tank the boss like just a little northeast or southeast of where he is on the wall, and then we can push everything straight south to the tower or north to the tower, depending which copy we put him in.
So there's a decent chance the slag golem is a runaway because the Gia trigger has a timer and it has a safe turn. So let's hope it's that.
Because I think we don't want to push the boss into the door because the door might be annoying, but there's like 2 little indents in the castle on the west wall that we can probably corner him in one of those and then just push everything else away to a corner south or north.
If the enchanters are doing the push as well, it's hard to target just those ones and do a single. So if we can get like basically treat them like imps going into fire, and push them all up against the wall, we can can just continuously group on everything.
What was the range that the armors need to be out?
200.
200? Shit.
No, the gold armor. The armor is going to be kind of right.
Yeah, the armors are not much.
How far away from the boss do they need to be?
200. Well,
200?
no, it's 100, right? That's what the repercussion is.
No, the 100 is the call out. The one with the 10 second cooldown. The rune AoE I thought was 200.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to find distances on.
It says all the people that are kiting should be west past the bridges, is what they're freelance, so they should be far away from the encounter.
This is the
So as
one
long as people
downside
hiding
to
are
this
like
guild
at the
is
banner or past
they
it,
will talk
How are they gonna get the
forever
splashes
before we ever
The
get in
campfire
first
right now is 200 range from the boss itself, so that campfire island, the west half of it, is safe. And they would not get splashes. You need to
I've
individually
always
take
found
care of
it's
that.
best to just
I mean, I
knock
doubt they're
the
gonna be
first
able
one
to
out.
Which gets
see what
PBAs,
it's
so they
about.
shouldn't be
You're
getting hit by
all
it unless I'm
yourself.
afraid.
unless an
You know,
ad gets
you're
on
ready.
Right.
But
It's only 50 range as well. The faded blood.
I'm just a new guy
Okay.
here on the server.
Yeah, the
Just
only
coming back
sorry,
after a couple years, so
the only Gia trigger on there that you'll want on boxes,
I get to
share
stay
with Crash
quiet.
Natalie, if you're boxing and you want it, is the slag golem call out because it's a first person call out.
We should probably just get ready to go so we can actually see the encounter. There's too many things we've talked about now. Do you want to start this off for tanking?
Should we have Bemis go first?
Pretty close to it right here. I don't know how close you can get to this bridge.
Are we doing full like 30s at the start?
Yeah.
I said no, not using 30-minute burns. We should see how the fight goes first. Like, there's a huge chance something stupid's going to happen in Lipos. There's no reason to waste our burns.
Guys, come east over the first bridge. This area where Reese, Seeger, and anybody in such are standing. Thrawn and Azuni, this is the kite area, basically. This island over here. Preferably west of the campfire. You can even go west back over to the banner area if you want.
You can go
any closer to the bosses.
I don't think I would even kite on the island. I think I'd kite a few further west.
You can go west as far west as you want.
Enchanters, let's try to punt things like northeast towards that wall. Towards the, if you look at the map, you see that little cubby. You can get them in there.
Ron and Zuni, if you want to
See
look at
what
Guild
this
Hall,
bitch all
a red
about.
circle, you can find a kite
Yeah.
literally anywhere.
I think the ball should be tanked near where he is, right? Just wall him somewhere over there.
Yeah, I'd find a corner near there.
If you could pick like southish side, we'll try to hunt north.
I'm usually one not
Wait,
a fan
fine. Do we want to
for
just have Beavens run in and see what he can do?
big box crews on raids.
Figure out
We
what
don't
adjustments
have
we
a
need to
lot.
make.
Remember,
think it's
everyone
like-
is stacking right behind the boss.
2 full groups.
Yeah, the wild ramp's
that
like
are
a
big box
meteor effect,
by
so
2 people.
be on top of the boss to help make that less bad.
And then there's a couple people
Beamus go
boxing,
in.
like maybe 2.
Let's
3.
go.
But
Or where the
most
ads
part,
spawn, right?
It's a pretty solid
Nope,
raid.
we don't know anything.
Stack on the boss, please.
You leashed them?
That's the
Yeah,
leash
yeah.
range. That's fine. So that's probably why Freelance said near the door. They probably can't move him very much. Back up on him. You can start your 10-minute burns. See what we can do here.
Stack up, guys. Everyone stack up.
The way to shrink this giant rhino.
Chang, I need to shrink.
Just see how the fight goes.
We had an armor in Memphis and a gust behind us.
It's like 3 spawned right there at the bridge.
So one of those armors needs to be kited. The other 2 need to be messed.
Here they're coming in.
I mean the crag armor too, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Listen.
This is the AE that you could joust. We're
Well,
going to try to just.
I just got killed on Gwaine.
By what?
When he said AE,
That wasn't what killed you. The AE's not out yet.
This guy doesn't have a lot of health.
That AE didn't do a lot of damage to my group. I don't know about the rest of the raid.
It did nothing to our group.
Nothing here either.
Present Gwaine, I don't know what killed him. A fire
More
giant
ads.
ward up. More ads. One of those is a charm.
So the fire giant is charmed.
Keep splashes going. If a CR drops, I want the next cleric to get it.
Creeping Will.
There was the AE. That wasn't that bad. Fire giant break. Make sure we get her
That
debuffed.
was push shit right there.
Are those mezzable or something? I wasn't sure. Like, what do we do? I understand they're charmable, but what if they can't be charmed? Like, what if the enchanters run out of charms?
Kite them, I think.
Let's see if it blows up from attacking the boss.
It's 108. Already at 75% health just from attacking. Those charm pets will just die from hitting the boss. It's like
I've got charm up just in case.
Wild Ramp was one-shotting people. Maybe we weren't stacked enough for it.
There's definitely a lot of boxes that are too far back. Like a ton of the boxes are
I
too.
mean, you guys need to be in melee. You guys need to be like
Inside the target.
We have a
armor. Armor.
we need to kite the birds as well. So birds and armors are both kited.
You can be in the target circle to help
Bringing it out.
mitigate.
Bringing it out to you guys. Take it off me.
There's the rune. There'll be big AE in a second. Keep topping people up.
One armor might get hit by it because it's in the lava. We'll see.
Got
If
another
that,
fire
if
giant
that
up.
happened, it means that we can't break. Well,
Yeah, it killed that one armor.
it means the next rune will be bigger. We may not be able to survive that. That actually did a lot of damage.
We're just gonna go and see. Yeah, the pathing was so bad it just got caught in the lake and never got over to the kiters.
We're killing off most of the ads, which is really cool.
Yeah, the AE killed a bunch of the ads.
Flag.
Taking
fire
boss one's
giant.
cool.
I got a bird out here for you guys if you can grab it. The low health phoenix. Oh my god, that hurt.
Go ahead and fade.
Another fire.
Slide golem.
I dragged the golem out. I'm not sure what's supposed to done to it.
This is gonna be a big AE.
Yeah, this may actually wipe this.
I hit glyph.
Slag Golem is on Sorrow.
Sorrow run out.
Bush got some sort of target on him. I don't know what that is.
Might be going after Bosch.
Yeah, I see
It's at
both.
Bosch.
something's at Bosch.
It's not at Sorrow. I don't know why you guys said that. It wasn't even even say his name.
It had Sorrow's target, that's why. Still coming for you, Bosch.
I slowly back away from Bosch. Like, excuse me.
That's really toxic.
Your Slag Golem's just A on top of the raid.
That's because we didn't move it.
He's only AoE once.
Chain knockbacks.
There you go. He's fine. Alright, reposition. Oh, is it?
Yeah, we needed to move that. Did group back up?
Remember, everyone needs to be stacked.
The golems did go to Sorrow, like locked onto him.
No, it was on Bosch. Who he had targeted guys didn't have anything to do with anything. That's why you guys need to pay attention to the emotes.
The Phoenixes are kills.
Yeah, we're gonna wipe.
Alright, that's it.
You guys just go off in the future. Go off the emotes. Do not go off the target. The target has nothing to do with anything.
No, it's just Slag Golem we don't have to mess with. That's not for the kiting team.
I'm good.
Yeah, the most.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, so even though he had stars targeted, there's a red circle in the ground that was on top of Bosch, who was the emoted person. So like the fact that he had Sorrow targeted means nothing. So Bosch, all that happened is you just didn't move. Like you have a window to move, and that target I think follows you.
And then stops.
Yeah.
After that safe to return. So when you got the safe to return, like that was under the condition that you actually left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you had never left, like it basically just had left it right next to us.
Said it right as I got to the bridge, so it probably was just right behind me a little still by the raid then.
This event reset where you shared is awful. Because it just lies.
I mean, the event is resetting.
The ads haven't despawned, so I don't call that a reset.
You delete the trigger.
The only thing I don't know is if the target reticule will actually move if the player moves.
Yeah, the event actually reset now.
Because we didn't actually move it to test, so what to see. Could still be the case we have to actually move the whole raid.
But the reticle stays on the place you got the emote. I don't know if the AE fire's there, but should be reset now. I'm in the zone. Corpse pile is at the campfire on the island.
Those ads might need pushed over that bridge or something because they're getting caught there a lot. And part of the reason we're trying to kite them is so they don't get hit by the boss's AE. Some of those ads. So if they're getting caught in that ditch, like it's counterproductive.
Second one too. I don't know if it's out of range by then or not, but
front of Mizuni, I'm going to try and help you guys by pulling out new birds and new armors when they spawn if I can. But I'm not going to put a lot of threat into them, so you should be able to pull them off me pretty quickly. Just going to kind of have to watch extended targets for new ones popping up. I think the birds are like wildfire phoenixes or something.
There's a wildfire phoenix and a wind phoenix.
The AFK minute, are we going to buff on this fire here where the bodies are? And move?
Yeah, just buff right here, please.
Good buff, you're going to get a timer.
I think that's probably true, Dan, based on what I saw on that poll. The Slag Golem's AE is only 30 range, so we could just move the raid a little bit, right? 30 range is not much. It's like literally the distance between like me and Juliana is 40 range. Like it's almost, you know, so 30. Just be a little bit of move. Yeah, right. You can punt the Slag Golem, that would work too.
Slag Golem? Is that what you just said?
I said if you could, yeah.
I don't know if you can.
It runs to the location where the person was, plants itself there, and then casts an AE after X amount of seconds. So technically, if you just did like a knockback AE on it or something after it plants itself, it might prevent it from AEing on top of us. I think the guy in Krevin's chat was saying.
It's also just a 30 range move, so I think we can also just move if we're having trouble with punting it. Like, it doesn't have to be enchanters that punt it. Everybody almost everyone in the raid has a push they could use if they need to turn around and push it.
Yeah, we can all move to be safe, and then if we can push it, it's just a nice thing to know.
Were the charm pets dying from attacking?
They were slowly, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's really hard to use the enchanter beam punt because it drops things off aggro and shit's just kind of going everywhere. I highly suggest we just try to focus on the fire and the what was the other one? There's only
there's nothing for you guys to punt. We decided we're kiting the armor.
Then we should just like do a close AE mez, their stuff, let it come in.
So what is this flame of destruction? Flames of destruction. What's causing that?
That's the phoenixes. We don't worry about that. Phoenix has an aura that can do some damage to him. It's really not.
It hits us too, though. I don't think we want the phoenixes on top of us. I think it does too much raid damage.
I was gonna say because I got hit by the phoenixes for. That's what did me in on one of my times. It hit me right after the AOE hit me.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's too much raid damage. Because it's on top of all the other raid damage that's going on already.
Just going through the logs, seeing what killed me.
I'm assuming the first death you got was Wild Ramp, based on when it happened.
I think so, because I was the only one that seemed to die.
I mean, Luffy.
There were a couple other people died, like Carpathian and Luffy died. There was probably just not that many people who were in true melee range, which is probably really close to him. When we addressed it after that, a lot of people moved in that weren't really in.
Yeah, looking at Luffy's body, he took like 12 hits of Wild Ramp at the same second.
For some reason it disconnected me when I TV'd, so I'm coming back in.
You're getting true boxed.
Okay, so changes we're making is what we're gonna tank. We know to tank them near the door now, right? Because we can't pull them to the side.
I liked where we tanked him last time because the ad spawned kind of right by the door, so having him offset a bit was nice.
So if we move him for that knockback shit,
You
we
want to
should
move
go
him north. You have to move him north. If you take him
every other
north-
side of the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do a double move in the same direction, or you're gonna reset him.
What did we get him to? I didn't even see.
60, I think, something like that. I wasn't paying close attention.
He didn't have a lot of health. Can see why they were recommending burn.
So, would we rather glyph spray the rune breaks, right? We want to glyph spray the rune breaks, right?
I think glyph spraying either. I don't think it matters what you glyph spray, as long as you're doing it for one of those big AEs to mitigate the damage. If that makes sense, because like neither of those AEs is going to kill you by themselves. It's just when they happen really close to each other, like the raid may be in a condition where too much damage has happened.
It's like 10-minute cooldown, right?
12 and a half.
We have 3 to use for the duration of the raid, and then basically we can use.
You could just time them for the rune then, because those aren't cast as often as the other PVA.
Right, and we can, if it gets down to it, you know, Gwaine can splash or gift that I can give for 2 more runes.
What I never saw a spot where everyone needed a splash though. Did I miss that?
No, because the enchanters did a great job.
Oh, okay. So it never came up. Okay.
They get those methods. They get those methods right away. We never get the dot.
Okay.
So enchanters are dealing with the methods and dervishes and charming the fire giant. Trying to get the birds and the armors pulled out to Azuni and Thrawn because they likely will not be able to come and get them. And then lastly, we need to make sure we take care of that slag golem. And it looked like the slag golem just, you know, it targeted Bosch and did its bullshit, like ran to where Bosch was standing and started pumping its AE. But then after a while, it changes targets. It changed to sticks. And started following him.
No, it exploded in the head.
Yeah, the target he had while he was doing his emote does not matter at all. I'm assuming that's just some leftover mechanic of that mob having an actual threat table. But
No, I mean he did a new emote. Said he was.
Well, no, that was a new spawn.
It was a whole different golem. Yeah, the original golem dies. He just disappeared after a bit. Like after he was done being alive for a little while, he just fell over and was gone.
All right.
He didn't continue to exist.
So, do we want to plan to move? Like just move the raid?
Yeah, I think you just move 30 units. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you slide the boss a tiny bit, or everyone should be stacked to the south of the boss and moves around to the north or whatever.
The first one, like if the very first one goes out and we obviously are able to push it really easily, you know, like, and again, I don't mean enchanters. Like, there's a lot of people that can push. Like, if you turn around and push that slag golem after it's rooted away from the raid, and if that works, we can just do that. But let's move a little bit with the first one, just so we don't wipe instantly.
Yep, that's fine. All right, we want to give it a go.
It's just one mob every now and then. It's just doing like all of the other stuff.
We're going 30-minute burn at the start this time.
If you need ranger buffs, they're in the guild hall.
Oh, is Joseph back?
How are we on timers for tanks and stuff?
Everything potentially back up. I mean, I think you need 4 to engage beams.
We ready?
Yeah, we should be good. So we're gonna tank him right next to the door. Everybody's gonna dogpile on and get damage on right away.
Yep. Let's just run in.
Well, 1 second. Pharaoh's coming.
Okay, wait a second for us. There's still a target thing there. It must be there until the next slag golem happens, maybe. It's weird.
Bug resetting.
Yeah, I got it while I was FD there, and it just did.
I guess just let us know in some way.
All good.
Get in there.
Alright, let's go. Everybody up. Move quick. We need to get damage on and get going.
Tight cluster on the boss. We don't want deaths to bother him. Inside the circle. Inside the circle.
Do we want to just get damage going?
Yeah, 30-minute burn. Do it like Ashtire.
A million corpses.
Wants to get the first CR.
My MGB's down.
Hit mine. In a second.
First ad should be soon.
That's out.
It's much better.
Those Phoenixes are up.
Let's get those pulled out. Shadow Knights.
Oh, that
Seeker's down.
We need to push that Phoenix away or something if we're taking that long because it was doing too much damage.
You cannot target it. That was when it was targetable. It wasn't active.
Alright, so we got that guy mezzed. It's alright, we got good damage going.
We don't die again. I don't think I can be rest here and survive.
DA. Another Mez target up. Fire Giant up. Jopal beating on us. Don't be breaking mezzes, please, guys. Golem is up. Hasn't targeted yet.
The golem.
Yeah, it's not targetable.
Lydia, move.
That target does not move. You got to move the raid.
Get away from that target. Move the boss.
Yep, everything needs to move, including boss. Let's go.
We went south.
Group. Everyone group.
Armors
Tight
are
group.
up.
Stack on the east side.
Knight, you got both armors.
Taking the boss in school.
Go ahead and Cliff.
We gotta move away from Smokey. Move back to the north side.
Move back gold slot. Just going back and forth every time he does that emote, please, quickly.
You guys need to move. You don't need to wait for the boss to move.
Yeah, he's taking ages to move.
Can you get the Phoenix out? Not like right now. It's killing people. It's killing me. Please get it out.
It's on Thrawn.
Regroup.
Some new wildfire up. It's on Frank.
Rooted.
Okay.
HP spawn.
It blew itself up. Just keep doing damage to boss.
One of the golems is walking back to you guys.
Charging Smokey.
Guys, swap slots. Let's go into Smokey's old position. We need to move.
Looks like it's over on the wall.
No, we're good.
Where?
What are
Quit calling, guys. Quit calling stuff.
What are
It's not
y'all
right.
doing? I'm putting like way the fuck away from us. God damn.
We might be getting 2 AEs here.
Serena.
Wow.
Cliff.
On it.
It's charging Shang.
You gotta
No,
know
no,
where
wait.
it is.
Move south.
I tell you.
Just move south.
Up one's a call.
I ran Shang away. When,
Doesn't matter. You need to just stay with the raid. This isn't something you guys run away. Let's make sure everybody understands that.
Yeah, puts a red X on the ground and he runs to the red X and stands there. Let's get Siri up if we can and sticks.
Okay, have another big explosion.
All glyphs are down. We're gonna have to use mass heals.
Top of the zone.
One of my giant.
Fire glitch, rape shake. I picked
Call
it up.
tab.
No, I charmed it.
Boss switching to Prax.
When you
Target
move
right
the
on
boss,
us. Move north.
Are you?
The old one's still at the last location.
Just stay out of its aura. You can see where it's
Oh no,
going
it's
to hit.
moving now. It's moving now.
You're back up, guys.
Another big AoE coming.
Top of the year 1 is dead.
Thank you.
be group tight. We have people all over the place.
Yeah, get in range. We're getting wrecked by a ramp. Everyone needs to stack. Target to our
Move
left.
again. Move south. Move south.
Yep, new red X is on the ground. We gotta move away from him.
Krebin's down.
Was there, or what did you die to?
Got a Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting all I can. I got like 15 mobs on here.
Wing gift.
Out. This guy's dropping slower and slower.
Burns ended and people died.
A giant lift again.
These armors are getting loose on people.
There's a Phoenix in Ray too.
Can't pick it up.
Queen's
All the enchanters are dead, by the way.
That's not good.
Trying to res them, but
I almost feel like with these armors, like Frank or Gawain should just come out here and park them all.
What needs to happen is there's literally no way I can jolt this many mobs in rotation. So people are going to have to fade midway because people are stealing aggro from healing. So
we probably just need to start kiting these giants. There's too many enchanters dead. We can't charm them anymore.
I'm trying to pick them up as they come.
The enchanters can't really survive being res. They don't have enough HP. They need like full buffs to be able to survive the fight. Let's get this giant out of the raid. Somebody, please just kite it away.
Right. I grabbed it. It's coming out.
This rune's gonna kill an armor.
That's gonna be really bad. It's probably not survivable. What's getting ready to happen?
It doesn't amp the damage on the one that blows up the first one, right? It's on the ensuing one.
Like it looks like it didn't. Yeah. There's no reason to stop fighting, but it's obviously a rough spot right now.
Actually, you tanking boss right now?
Well, are the enchanters not coming back in, or what are you guys doing?
I'm running.
giants are snareable too.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm snaring him right now. Everything's snareable.
Prax is down. Next tank is Gorg.
Yeah, that.
He just healed. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a wipe,
it's a wipe. That we can't have that blue phoenix on top of him like that.
That, At that point in the fight, we're not going to be able to control, just because there's too many ads. So that's kind of the idea, is we just need to have it dead before we get to that point with the ads. It might be easier if we can try and take some of the stuff off the Shadow Knights and not having to kite like 10 things back there. If it's all snareable, that would be...
I think so, no.
Let me check how much HP they have. They might be low HP.
I think almost all the ads have things that make the fight really shitty if you're trying to fight them near the boss. If they have AEs, you rack with the boss's AE to do bad things to the raid. Like the whole fight gets a lot worse if you start trying to kill those ads near the raid.
I guess the question is, couldn't we just pull them out and have like one group killing them?
I don't think we want to do that because we'll have to do a lot of healing and stuff out there. They're meant to be CC'd in various forms.
Right, like if we can maintain the Mephits and the dervishes so the enchanters aren't dying, that would be good. If we could take care of the giants so that they're not killing enchanters like occasionally, that might be helpful. And
like all of the little lads, like the Mephits and the Vecker Cheekies and the Jopols, they all do that horrible mana drain around them. So you wouldn't want to be fighting them really, I don't think. Armors maybe you could kill, but I don't know what that really gets us.
Well, I mean, I guess the question is, it just seemed like we were going nowhere at beating the actual named mob down, and the ads were getting ridiculously, like a ridiculous amount.
So if we started killing the ads, we just never do any damage to the boss.
I mean, we got him to 25% on the second attempt.
Right, we lost a lot of people early in that as well, which we probably need to tidy up a little bit. We had a lot of DPS die early on. And that really, obviously we were doing a ton of damage before all of you have res effects and no haste. And that suddenly nerfs our damage when like all of our rogues have died and like half of the berserkers have died and things like that. It suddenly takes us out pretty hard. Also, we had a lot of people who were AFK at the start of the fight, which kind of sucked for the initial burn.
What was the big thing killing people in the first half of the fight?
I'm guessing it was probably a wild ramp.
When I died the first time, it was the mob got moved, and then I went and stood right on him, and there were very few people, and I was taking like multiple hits of 50k each.
Right, the
wild ramp.
We've got that moved down a lot better. I think that's going to save a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it is important. So that's the big thing, is when we start getting the slag golems, you guys need to be moving with the tank the whole time. I wouldn't try to move with the boss. I think that's a bad thing to do, because the boss has got goofy pathing and shit like that. Whereas if you just move to the tank, that's where the boss is going to be in a second. Everybody will be put together, so when the wild ramp hits, you'll be good.
So
hit reset.
We had a couple people pointed out, I think maybe the Genome package is telling people to move out of the raid if they get targeted by the slag golem. That, you can ignore that. We need to be clustered. You don't need to be out in China when that thing happens. You need to be on top of the raid. We're trying to bait the 2 red X's to where we are currently standing so that we can move to the new position. If you go stand out, off where we used to be fighting, you're going to put the red X where we're going to be like moving to. That doesn't help us. That's bad. Don't do that.
So
Get the boss.
Once we get, I don't know if we want to do this before boss or after. I'd like to get 2 campfires for the spots that everyone should be standing. So we have a north and a south spot to move between, and just have everyone group on the campfire. We can probably pull the boss like north and drop a campfire and then leash the boss. I don't know. Or maybe just set them up during the next engage.
We keep it to the same side that we have been. I'll pop my campfire on the opposite side.
All right. But yeah, if we can just have 2 campfires that the entire raid stacks on, it'll be much easier to know where you're going, and every time we call move, you just move to the other campfire.
Probably you could do that too. So we need somebody with the second campfire to plant it.
I don't know. That seems kind of weird to me because if you're standing on a campfire and it's not in melee range of the boss, then you're fucking up.
I mean, the boss needs to be pulled to the 2 different campfires, and we have 2 locations.
He's not very compliant when it comes to where you put him.
It's really not where the boss is, it's where the raid is. So the Phoenixes blow up. That's pretty easy. That would eliminate, if we could take care of the armors, that would eliminate a lot of the kiters. And the Phoenixes were fucking us up at the end.
Right, but again, we shouldn't have had as many ads as we did at the end. Like, if we get to a point where we can't pick up the Phoenixes anymore, it's because our Shadow Knights are overloaded with shit.
Yep.
Also, Warriors, you probably shouldn't be doing the AE threat from healing ability at all on this.
Yeah, use precision instead of expanse.
I basically don't think you should ever be using expanse on raids.
The idea is we keep our DPS up alive long enough that we can get this thing down. Cyan, are you still in here?
You have to change computers.
Did we ever have more than 2 of those giants up?
Yeah, maybe we had 3 at one.
At the end, we had 3. Yeah.
That's probably because it broke halfway through or something. Brad, how hard was it to get that one charmed and in on the boss for a bard?
I mean, it's not. It's just a 3-second cast.
Do you think we could recruit one more bard to focus on those giants?
I mean, it's literally just me in here, and
a box.
I mean, I was trying to pick them up. It is very unlikely that I'll get it before any of you guys will. I mean, I can't speed my cast up at all, you know?
Well, charm's 3.8 seconds, so.
That and, well, I don't know, maybe if we want to put a dash tone down. My thoughts were if we could not focus on the charms, then the enchanters could pretty easily just punt armors away. It doesn't even matter which direction we punt them, as long as it's away.
Armors have to be, I think, 200 away from him so that they don't ramp up his AEs.
Yeah, the armors have to be getting kited. Where the kiters are, it's gonna fuck us up.
Okay.
Well, the fight seemed to get harder as it went along, obviously, but is that time-based or is that...
I think it's because we had so many deaths more than anything, right? Like, once you start losing a lot of people, fights get harder, because...
No, but there was more ads spawning each as it went along as well.
I think it was just combination of having ads still up in previous waves and stuff. Like, we never get rid of any of those methods or dervishes, so it's just like you're permanently stuck having to CC more and more mobs. And if you guys are dying, those mezzes drop, and all of a sudden we got an army of mobs beating our asses. I don't think we were in bad shape. I think we just need to clean up the dying, because if we can do what we did there time-wise again and not have a bunch of people die, it'll be dead.
Would it help if we take Bemis out of the MTO and he can help drag ads to the kiters?
I don't know. I mean, you might want to use Bemis as the first tank, and then when he's done with tanking, he can assist me with that, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because the first 3 minutes didn't seem that hectic.
Right. Kiting things that can be rooted?
Everything can be, like, CC'd, I think. Everything is snareable.
Yeah, the armors are rootable.
Do we want to just take them out in the middle of nowhere and have, like, a shaman have a little garden of rooted motherfuckers out there?
I don't think the problem with the armors is once they're out there being kited, the issue is getting them out there.
Right. It allows the knights to go back to the raid and not get beat in the face while they're trying to pick up stuff.
I mean, if you got Bemis and me helping out with that in the second half of the fight, that might make it a little less hectic. I mean, Bemis basically would be watching for armors and birds and making sure to pull them out to the west, towards the banner. And then we kind of have to watch for the charm breaks on the big fire giants.
What's the shaman root cooldown? Is there one?
1 minute, I think.
They have a whole bunch of routes that they can use though. Like it's not just VP and.
Your rebuke is 30 seconds.
Yeah, but the shaman search is really helping out in there. It would almost Damn. They've got the longest route.
Bonds of China or whatever, and they can just spam it.
I mean, Druids get the same thing as spiritual group as well.
Correct. And necro, I believe.
I think necro's single target. The VP.
Oh, they only have the single. Got it.
I'll take the rebuke.
I mean, even at the end there, I think we only had like 5 hunters up. It's not like we don't get like a shitload of them throughout the fight. It's just eventually it starts to become a problem due to threat from healing, and that's where the Shadow Knights really get overwhelmed, is they're trying to pick up mobs that they previously had that are running towards. Like there at the end, they were running for Prax, running for Bosch and other people. And it's like, well, shit, they're trying to pick that up and pick up 2 new mobs that just came in. It starts getting a little bit ridiculous.
Well, and like Azuna said, they're not, with how many mobs are out there, they can't really keep threat on all of them. So like when the paladin or the warrior are doing so much self threat, like AoE threat, it just yanks it off of them eventually.
Just seems to make sense to me to solve that issue with root, but maybe not.
I mean, maybe Frank, if you set up towards that bridge, or just like when a wave spawns, just run out to the bridge and do a couple quick bonds on things that spawn out there. Like how long does your route last?
I think it's like 220.
Oh yeah, dude. Like you just, like the next wave would spawn like 2 minutes later, and you just went out and route those and reroute the ones you already routed, and then go back in and continue to splash away.
Oh man, how much talking are they gonna do?
When we go, we do need all of you awake and ready to fucking go when we engage. I know we won't have our big burns up, but we still want to burn.
Did it res my corpse?
Shit.
I don't see that you even have a corpse in here.
That's fine.
2 minutes away from that big burn being up.
Couldn't zone in because we had lost a piggy for a minute.
I don't even see a corpse for you on Showy Q. Maybe it's bugged or something.
No, I accepted the res. It didn't zone me anywhere. It just told me I couldn't zone in. Gave me credit for the res, I guess.
No DPS wins, but I do got some. 10 minutes on my COP phone. So looks like I'll be using intensity this one. Let's see if we can get it done this time.
Hello?
Hey. What's up?
Joseph is back now, by the way.
Hey, Jose!
Jose Jalapeno. This thing or what?
Yeah, as far as moving the boss goes, it seems like we're maybe getting like a little zone delay, and it's fine. Just tank, move to the next campfire, he'll run to you when he's done being a piece of shit.
He just stands there every once in a while. It's really obnoxious.
Yeah, we just have to deal with it.
And then if you have to move up the step, it fucks. Like he'll move away from the door to the west a little before he moves, which is really dumb.
Well, my big burn's up.
SKs, maybe we'll try and set up like a little armor farm right here by the banner. And then just run in wide circles around it. I didn't check if the Phoenixes were rootable too. Do you know if that's the case?
Not rootable, but I can punt them away for a short amount of time.
It's okay. So the Phoenixes you'll still have to continue to kite, but we can probably set up like a little farm of rooted armors in one location out here and try not to have them all over the place.
Well, the Phoenix just died pretty darn quick. I think it was like less than 60 seconds and they were dying.
Well, the ones that blow up, like, I think they're just self.
You don't want them to die. Like, that's them dying's not a good option. It fucking wipes us. Like,
When they're being kited.
The ones that
if they're being
the
kited,
ones that
it doesn't matter
die-
what happens to them.
The ones that die, we can't move them. They're right there. They're going to spin around in a circle a couple times and they die. They don't have
So-
to chase.
Push them a bit away, it's not a problem, because their AE is only 30 range.
If we're putting these armors out here by this banner, we probably want to move the banner.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want people zoning into it. What do you think, Frank? Maybe just over by this bridge or something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna root them wherever I feel like I can land the route.
Okay, that's fine. If we need to move the banner mid-fight, I can.
I wouldn't do any closer than like this banner because you're gonna risk being in 200 range.
Right, like as soon as they cross, as soon as they cross the campfire, they basically fair game.
Yeah.
Banner from banner to boss right now is 279 range, so we're okay right in this area. Are we good to go? We got buffs out. We solid.
Yeah, we good to go? I mean, shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume we're ready because no one's saying that you're not. Let's have Bemis engage again.
Guys, we need to all go in right away, not be AFK back.
Wake up, guys. We're engaging the boss. Get ready. Follow Bemis in. Stand on top of him. Let him get the engage, but you go in, Bemis.
Combo, you awake?
They should have an AFK check server in their audio.
It's fine. It's too late. Everybody needs to be on the boss right now. Everybody right now. On top of the boss. Top of the boss, everybody. On top of him.
Full burn.
You got a bunch of shitty boxes. You gotta go further.
Yeah, if you're out, not inside this circle, you're screwing us over.
Smokey, move up.
When we say be in melee, we mean inside of his target circle.
The rubber banding, yeah, I saw that. Is that too close, Frank?
Bird up.
When you move,
How's that gonna? Slago was rooted.
It's not doing anything.
Cool. Good job.
I mean, if you can get the strike columns out, root them, we don't have to move. That'll speed up the DPS a bit.
Yep.
Did the golem just despawn, or?
Oh wait, I don't know. I wasn't looking. I was hiding.
I don't know where it went.
I think it despawned.
All right, new plan. Root them.
And if Frank's kiting, is he even able to?
No, I'm not hiding anymore.
Did you get that, Frank? Okay, yeah, you got it. Sticks, just grab buffs in the guild hall.
And yeah.
The fuck is this? Oh.
Did you get rampaged to death?
No. The armor's snared, so it's not getting out of 200 range.
Probably don't want to snare them then at the beginning until they're out.
Phoenix is on us.
Ron, get the Phoenix.
I nuked it. It should be coming if it's coming. You can't nuke it.
It's not active yet.
There he goes.
We have a slag golem on top of us.
I died?
Yes, they died. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm taking the boss on scope.
Single target root knockback works on Slag Golem. I punted him away.
Yep, it's rooted. So you can VP those out. That'll prevent us from having to move the boss.
Phoenix. You guys really need to stack.
Yeah, the Phoenixes don't immediately become...
There's a target on this.
Yeah, it's the slag golem. As long as it's rooted, we're fine.
Okay, roger.
I think, anyway. From the one time we've tested it.
Phoenix is out here. Gorg is back on if somebody can invite him.
He's already in the raid.
Okay.
I haven't kicked myself out yet. It's working on it.
Zuni, you got that swell armor?
It's rooted. Somebody rooted it there.
I did a 6 second. I punted it.
Just keep damage on boss. What, the slag golem's dead?
No, well, yeah, it's dead too. I was talking about the swell armor.
That works. New giant, new armor.
Where's the armor?
Disappeared.
Wow. Disappeared.
Yeah, it got AoE'd.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It just spawned right then, too.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
I thought it was only the rune AE that would kill it. I guess not.
I wonder if the
Well,
other AE killing it doesn't actually matter then.
It did give the message that it powered it up.
That Phoenix.
Phoenix isn't targetable right away, or nukable.
This Phoenixes just have a delay in activation, so just that's how it is.
It's not taking damage.
It literally just went active. Like, there's
I
nothing.
moved the boss as well, but he wouldn't move.
It's alright, just heal through. Keep going.
That was the one that healed the boss. So
Restack. Everyone needs to restack right now.
2% HP.
Smokey, get on the raid. You have to stack right on top of us,
Smokey,
man.
get on the raid.
Is that sufficiently on the raid for you?
He seems on the raid to me.
It's just
The
to
blue
spread out
Phoenix
the
spawns again. Let's just move. We need to move the boss, okay? It means pushing it. It means pushing it. That means
New
pushing
giant
it
is
more.
up. New golem is up.
Press on the boss when you can.
It just healed.
Away.
Action 5.
Healed like 2 minutes ago. Maybe you're just now seeing it.
Frank, you see the one I pulled over here?
It's resisting.
Okay. I'll keep running around.
It's not attached stuff, so.
Sorry. Tabitha, I got a pyro armor heading towards the bridge. Oh, he got it. Never mind.
Another fire.
I'm dead. You dragged me in, Reese.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I should just ban her back. I'm just gonna ban her back.
Okay.
New armor.
On top of us.
It's a wildfire at the raid. Shadow Knight.
Trying to grab it.
Moon's up. I got a Brune armor running around when you come back in, Frank.
All steam is there.
Got a third Charm Giant coming in. Serena Dire Charm.
Can we get a wood?
On it. Yeah, snared yours, Reese.
new Phoenix and raid.
One of these crag armors is about to expire on a route, so I just taunted it.
I'll be in just a minute. Alright,
Staring all up
Fire
on
armor. Fire armor up.
Who's on again?
Phoenix has just been on the raid forever.
We need a glyph spray or something.
I can't pick up that Phoenix. One of the other warriors needs to pick it up and move it.
The Phoenix is broken.
Yeah, you get the Phoenix is good our priority guys. Those pretty much ruin the fight for us. There shouldn't be anything more important than getting those Phoenixes out of the raid.
Well, I mean, we can't do it right now.
We wiped. The fight's over now. But I mean, next time.
That was pretty solid attempt there, though.
The Phoenix killed like 15, 20 people, it looks like. So.
Do the Phoenixes always spawn like on these walls on the side?
Yes.
So if we tank them directly on the door, now that we know we don't have to move them, we won't ever have the blue Phoenix heal them.
Right. You should probably do that exactly. Just push them up against the door. I know the door's annoying, but
That's a
we
good
need to
idea.
do it.
Yeah, it's just now that we learned that we don't have the slag golem issue, we can do things smarter.
Wall pin them so the positioning, is better. Everyone's more bunched.
Right.
I mean, the door was literally what the freelance write-up said to do. That's what I mentioned at the beginning of the night.
It looks like the two armor spawn points are way to the north and way to the south.
Sorry.
The furthest out
I didn't
points
see
on
that.
either direction.
Yeah. It's been laggy as fuck tonight.
The Phoenixes will still have to be moved. I mean, they can't be left there forever, even using that strat.
Well, yeah, that's true. If they're gonna run over to you and start attacking you before they,
Right. I mean, but like, we had two Phoenixes there twice, and the Phoenix could not be moved, and then it went off.
right, as soon as the immunity came off, so that we could actually generate threat on it, it immediately blew itself up.
Like, I have the logs that's like, you cannot cast force or whatever on my target.
We only had, what, 4 methods up the whole time?
Tried it reset.
And to some degree, not breaking the rune makes a lot of those things easier, right? Because the Phoenix's shit's triggered by the rune breaking.
I thought the Phoenix's dying though was from the rune breaking also, so if you never break runes, we're just going to build up a ton of Phoenixes we're kiting.
Do we know that more than one of
Horrible,
those Phoenixes can be up?
Tonight. You can tell there's a lot
No
of
information on that. I just assume they're like other mobs. Who knows?
shit out of the fucking.
I just got beat to death by 2 wind Phoenixes simultaneously, so that would mean there's at least 2 of those up.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that healing, like, what, it almost healed like 15% or more.
Just probably 15 that he healed.
We were doing pretty darn good on UPS on this.
Yeah. If there wasn't the heal and then we didn't have that other Phoenix that was on us forever that we just didn't get away killing all the DPS, we probably would have eventually made it through there. It's a big 10-minute slog.
Frank, did you get your reses?
If I have a corpse there, I'll just decay it. I'm already heal Paul.
Prellis is out. So I assume we're going to try this again?
Yeah, of course. It's really,
You got
all we need
somewhere
is like
better to
5
be?
minutes, basically. If we can get 5 minutes, like big damage on boss. Boss pushed up against that door, manage the slag golem, take care of the charms, take care of the mezzes, and the team working on getting these kited ads and rooted ads pulled out. They can be good on that for 5 minutes, it'll be dead. Just avoid getting it a heal as well. Do that in 5 minutes and it's dead. Stay clustered so that nobody dies to a like 15 hit wild rampage. Everybody being clustered spreads the wild rampage out to everybody. We got like 4 minutes on 30 minutes, something like that.
Quite a bit longer. I think it'll be 14 for 30 minutes. The big circus stuff will be up in 9.
Can't really wait. We'll just have to go once we get buffed. I mean, we're not
I mean,
gonna
that's
wait.
fine. We can do like 10 minutes at the start and then do a big burn 10 minutes into the fight, which should finish it off.
I was promised 5 minutes, not 10 minutes into the fight.
I think we get this thing dead in under 10.
I mean, that last attempt it was 9 minutes and we were still at what, 30%?
Yeah, but we were like the last 4 minutes of it was a total shit show. You should have seen what Frank and I were doing out here. It was pretty degenerate.
What were you doing out here?
Running around in circles with like 7 different mobs chasing me.
So it wasn't possible to keep them rooted?
Yeah, I died because like the one that Reese had was in cash. Didn't have any native MR on it, so it's really hard to land the route. When it did, it rubber banded to on top of me.
If you have a big clump of mobs ready to be routed, just ask for like Moth to run over, and you can Wind of Malaise and Spiritual Rebuke it. You know?
Right. Like if it gets to that point, I will. It just like the first mob routed was literally on the bridge, which was Slag Golem, and then the next mob was like, over here. Yeah, it never happened that way. We only have like 4 or 5 mobs over.
Yeah, they don't really kite very easily either. They like to rubber band all over the place. Actually be in totally different places than they visibly seem. Should we be getting going, you think? Or do we need another minute for buffs or anything?
I think as long as the tanks are ready, we should go.
I don't see haste.
Either enchanter buff? Oh, no, I have voice over.
Needs to shrink, please.
Yes, please shrink. Should be the first thing you do when you zone.
If we're all going to be clustered up, you have to be shrunk. There's no maybes.
We're just gonna tank him at the door this time and not move him ever.
That's the idea.
Is that because those targets shouldn't target right in front of the door?
No.
Oh, they'll target in front of the door.
It's because they just don't matter anymore. You ready? Hey guys, let's get engaged. We need to get going. It's almost midnight. Bemis is going in.
Let's do it.
Pick him up.
Get clustered, get on the boss. Be inside the red circle. Keep Bemis alive.
Oh, the door opens. That's good.
What if we put him inside and close the door?
I'll live that way. Not at where we
It's a slag golem to be rooted. Get slag golem rooted as soon as we can.
I don't think it's happening yet.
We've all got a little delayed activation. Just watch for it.
There, I think somebody just hit it.
It's VP'd to that corner.
Another golem's up, another armor. It's the same golem.
Don't worry about it. We can't get these fucking.
They're not moving out. They just keep rubber banding back and forth.
Running it as far over here as I can, Frank. I didn't even see where it
I
went.
just fucking launched that one.
Yeah, that's good. I rooted it too, or snared it.
Let's keep damage going, get healed up.
Taking the boss on school.
The red phoenix up, just watch for what it does.
Rune, there's another fire giant up.
Lift spray, please.
It murdered one armor.
It's alright, we'll keep going. Ready for that fire giant to go active.
The heal phoenix is up.
Gonna try to
There's
pull
an
it
armor
over.
up. There's an armor over there as well.
Try a different angle.
Frank's got it. Zuni, you got the armor.
This phoenix is not moving.
It's going.
Heal's only 30, so if we just don't let it get right on top of the boss, it won't heal him.
You can take one of the SKs. Take the armor off me. Thank you.
That's like the second power up. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have to either stop breaking runes or do something different with the armor. So that's the two options.
Yeah, you can't punt the armors away. Like it has to be like 2 or 3 punts.
Do we just stop breaking runes then? Because we just can't survive multiple power ups like that.
We have a new slag golem.
Can we punt?
Punt the slag golem, guys. Thank you.
Somebody rooted the swell armor over here. That was really dumb.
Don't root armors are on top of the boss. That's another one. Why? I don't understand.
We're gonna have
The
to try.
armors don't get rooted over here.
I've not been rooting nothing over here.
I think you just gotta stop breaking rune or you're gonna wipe, right?
All right, damage off. All damage off.
New fire giant up right next to the raid.
Do you think dots don't count for the rune? So we actually have a chance here.
Ruin just disappeared.
Broke it. That's why.
Well, kill us.
It didn't do any damage to our group, it looked like.
I don't know.
Got obliterated.
So back on.
No,
Yeah, back on.
It was just you. It was just Shang that died.
Prax, you up?
Okay, Braxton 5.
Bad the
Damage on busts. We're in good shape here. Just keep damage on. You have 5 minutes before you use them.
Heal Phoenix is near us. Very close. Probably still out of heal range, actually, but just be careful.
Come on, there's a new
Rune? Rune's active. Who's wants to try and stop damage?
So don't attack?
Yep.
Correct.
Don't attack.
Okay, on the rune active, everyone turns on auto attack.
Stuck. I have a wind phoenix. Okay, it's on Thrawn. I'm moving.
10 more seconds of no DPS.
Like I said, I don't think dots hurt the rune, so we actually can do this.
Frank, can you reroute the fire armor that I'm kiting? I have it targeted.
Rune's gone.
Back on.
Red Phoenix.
Leaving. We're good. It's okay. Just need to keep damage on.
Whenever your big burns come up, just roll right into him. Roll like
Wait till a rune goes away. Damage off.
Off.
Yeah, if you start your burns just after a rune goes off, that'll be best.
Should we be backing off pets too?
Yes. No damage.
Yeah, I don't know that pets break it or not, but we assume they might.
So, Azuni, you can actually kite the phoenixes within the 200 range.
Slag golem. Need to root this.
Just make sure the golems are rooted. You only have one armor rooted, right?
Right.
Back on.
Need the slag golem rooted.
make sure the especially the heal phoenixes can be kited within the AoE range.
Is Shaman able to root this thing?
Just got obliterated.
I don't know what's occasionally just killing like one person like that.
It's wild ramp.
Yeah, sometimes his wild ramp just goes crazy.
New armor up. There goes. I got it. Bringing it over to root.
Going with you.
Oh,
it got broken.
Yeah, that's too much damage. Looks like most of the raid died, so that's gonna be in. That'll be the end of it for the night.
Yeah, when we say damage off, you're not doing any help continuing damaging it because it's a rune that's just absorbing all that damage.
That's good.
Yeah,
What's he at?
Yeah, I think just having rune damage off during the rune.
Honestly, we just need to keep getting the armors out because we're getting to a point where
No,
we're gonna have
so-
too many ads.
So I didn't tell you guys at the start. That rune ate like 3 before Seeger actually announced that one of the armors hit. 3 armors were hit.
Yeah, we know. Or I know. We need to destroy runes up until the point that it gets too bad.
So before Seer called out that armor got absorbed, there were 3 other armors that got hit. So like getting the armor
repercussions too.
Right, like getting the armor out isn't like a foolproof strategy. Because
We need to be better at doing it because we're never going to be able to kill this encounter.
Dan, you're not understanding. It is impossible to get all of the armors out of range in time. Impossible.
I understand that. We can get a few eaten, but we have to get better at removing them. Maybe we put monks on yanking them immediately when they spawn. But the damage that we do will make the fight like a 40-minute fight if we have to turn off every single room because you only get 30 seconds of uptime for every 30 seconds of downtime.
It's not like one armor dies and he goes up to the next rank either, because we had 4 or so die there, and he was doing rank 2.
We had like 8.
Of some leeway.
Yeah, we had like 8 armors dying during that fight.
Okay, so we should be fine, even